If y'all want to see how I made these QR code plaques, stay tuned. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Denise and I am the owner of ADM Graphics LLC based in Northeast Ohio. Go ahead and click the subscribe button and like this video. So here you'll see me in Cricut Design Space creating the design for my acrylic plaque. The acrylic plaque that I have is a 12-inch hexagon. So what I did is that I already found the hexagon shape, and then I used that as my background and turned that white. And I got a few different fonts that I liked together and put them together. And I am not sure how you guys feel about Cricut Design Space, but sometimes it's very slow. And this is sped up, guys. So it was really lagging. And here you just see me moving my font to the correct area that I want, that I like it. So now you'll see me here measuring out a square that's the same size as my QR code. And by the way, the QR code I actually did as a cut image instead of a print and cut because I was doing it on a fairly big acrylic plaque and I just wanted to test out my capabilities of weeding. And I've seen a lot of videos of people doing the QR codes and they were saying how they didn't want to weed out the QR code. But I mean, that's what your Cricut is for. So I just wanted to put it to the test and see if that's something I could do. So here I cut the shape and use another square to cut the border that I wanted around my QR code here. And now I'm just making sure that everything is in alignment the way that I want it to be. And then I'm going to go ahead and go on over to Canva. And I love Canva. I use Canva for a lot of things that I do. And I'm going to add the social media icons to the bottom of the plaque. So here I'm measuring out, I think at first I did like a 3 or a 4x2 inch. And I'm going to put all of my social media icons on this, and then I figured out that I needed a little bit more space, so I made a 9 by 2.5. If anybody wants to make one of these, you can go straight on Canva. And I'm just centering everything and get everything in alignment, and I downloaded it as an SVG. You can always download on Canva as SVGs, but I did run into a little problem with I think it was an SVG. It might be a PNG, guys. But I wanted it to be a cut image, but for some reason, the E in the Etsy icon was not cutting out. So here's me trying to adjust again and make sure that everything looks the way that I want it to look. And I pretty much just took an E from the text and just got an E. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice that icon and slice an E out so that it will still cut an E. And here my Cricut Design Space was acting really funny, so I decided to save at that point because it was running really slow and glitching along with me trying to screen record to record this video. So you know, you just got to go with the flow, guys. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. So I try my best to get all the footage here, but sometimes, you know, technology is against you. So here, I didn't really like that E. So I think that's the Times New Roman font. So what I did was I sliced that E out. And I was trying to see if an offset would have helped. So I sliced that E, or getting ready to slice that E. And I think I'm changing the font again because I didn't like how that E looked. It didn't really look exactly like the E in the Etsy icon. But again, anytime, sometimes things don't work out, you know, you can always use your slice tool to, you know, slice out images if they don't cut. And here's me going back to Canva, trying to just add the regular E. Then I uploaded it and as a SVG file. But that didn't work. So I'm again adding back the icon. And this is when I just decide to go ahead and really just slice the E. So unfortunately, again, my video recorder stopped, so I wasn't able to get the footage of me slicing the E. But basically, I used my slice tool, sliced out that E, pulled out the E that was sliced, deleted it so that it would cut here. You can see my vinyl, and my Cricut is cutting my vinyl. I do have the Explore Air 2, so it is cutting out the black vinyl first. And we're almost done with that. And then as you guys saw with the purple holographic vinyl that I had, it had a protective layer over it that I had to peel off before I put it on the Cricut. So a lot of times the holographic and the really shiny stuff is going to have a protective layer so it doesn't get scratched. So you kind of have to pay attention to that so that you don't cut on top of that protective layer. Because I saw a lot of reviews on Amazon regarding that. And a lot of people were saying it cut really horribly. And in my experience, it didn't. You have to make sure that you're taking off that protective clear covering. It's really thin and you'll be able to see it here. I'm weeding out this bad boy, this QR code, y'all. I was so proud of myself. Yes. Okay. So weeding out the extra pieces that I didn't need. And as you guys can see, I'm weeding out the social media icons. And those came out great. I got that E, y'all. That E came out so perfect. So here, what I was doing was I was matching the pieces that needed to be weeded out with the design that was on Cricut Design Space. So I was looking over and making sure that I was only pulling out the pieces that were cut and needed to be cut. But to be quite honest, the Cricut did its thing, y'all. And you could really just see which pieces needed to come out and which pieces needed to stay. It was super easy. I don't know, y'all. I really feel like if you do Cricut stuff and you want to do a QR code, I mean, why not? Now, I will say if you're printing out a really small QR code, I would not try this just because, yeah, sometimes when you cut smaller things, it just doesn't do its thing. But here's me checking out, making sure that the QR code works and it goes to my bio link. So look at that, y'all. That looks so nice. So now I'm weeding out the purple border for the QR code and the graphics part of my logo. And unfortunately, this was out of frame so bad, y'all. But this is a little bit of footage of me trying to align everything on the actual acrylic board. Now, I want y'all to put in the comments, do y'all have any issues with sizing? Because as far as what I measured on the acrylic board, it was 12 inches across. But when I went in and did my design cut out to be a little bit bigger than what I was expecting. So I really had to squeeze. And y'all, there was supposed to be a part where I added my website on there in the gold vinyl. But firstly, the gold vinyl was not weeding out, y'all, and I just cut that part out of the video. It was terrible, horrible. I cut it like 3 times on more pressure, different settings, and y'all, that vinyl was just not working with me. So I just said, you know what, you have the QR code, they can go straight to your website from that. So but yeah, let me know if when y'all design some things and it's a little bit bigger than what you wanted it for, whatever that you were designing in Cricut, so that I can know that I need to make things a little bit smaller next time. So here's me trying to line up the border with the QR code, and y'all, I had a hard time, I'm not gonna lie. And it was a little bit off center. It was a little bit not exactly perfect the way that I wanted it, but you know what? You gotta just do what you can do, and I wasn't about to mess with that all night. So moving on. And I just love the way the back looks. That back of that purple holographic vinyl was so pretty. Oh my God, that silver holographic backing was so cute. Like, I might have to order some vinyl that looks like that. So the first thing that I did was actually add the QR code on, because that was the biggest thing. And I noticed that all my designs were like super bigger than what I wanted. So I was trying to make sure that everything would fit and squeeze everything in the way that it needed to be. But I will say the transfer tape that I was sent with that vinyl, the holographic vinyl, I didn't like it. It was not sticky enough, and it was not pulling the vinyl off its backing. So yeah, I'm going to stick with my Cricut transfer tape. And here I'm trying to position the vinyl on top. And I got it as good as I was going to get it. Y'all, I need to buy me one of those mats that go up under when you like are crafting and stuff. But I'm fairly new to getting my craft room together, y'all, and you know, things cost money, and we can't just spend all the check or the coin on that. So taking my time with building my crafting room, and that's one of the things that I need, so that I'll be able to make sure that everything's aligned. And y'all seen that little eye, that dot for that eye was not pulling off of that transfer tape, so I just picked it up with my weeding tool and just placed it on there. And here's the final result, y'all. That was so super cute. And the QR works, period. Yes.